To the children, I try my hardest not to speak on them because I feel bad for them. I do. They all had parents, and parents made choices. Were included in daddy's fun time. Like who's stripping down naked in front of their kid and just banging out a couple whores with their kid there?
This thing ice cold right there. Orange slices, that's how we do our shots. Yeah. Woo! And we not everybody, you know? Sometimes you have to say everybody.
Niggas don't respect you enough to listen to these calls. Niggas gonna be like, what you talking about? After nigga, when they found Twist 12 hours, niggas just gonna blow his brains out.
That's Twist, bro.
Do you understand it? This a vid? No.
Bro, this is archive. Nobody, this ain't
I'm
going
just
out
saying,
nowhere.
that's cool. It's a call, bro.
That's cool.
Niggas don't respect your call, my nigga.
Okay.
Bro,
That's
we
pulling niggas call.
Niggas said you not from the block, my nigga.
Misa, how are you? It's TMZ here, sorry. Well, you look great nonetheless. It's good to see you.
Misa Hylton is on fire right now after Jaguar Wright slammed her for selling Justin off to Diddy so she could run off to live her own life. Now she's on the internet crying about Justin getting mistreated and judged by people. I guess she didn't think of that when she allowed Diddy to have unlimited access to her boy. Justin is currently caught up in multiple SA Day lawsuits, and the things he's being accused of are no different from what Diddy is being accused of. Misa could have easily stopped this if she had spent more time with Justin, but she left that to Diddy. At this point, it's safe to call Justin Diddy Jr. because these allegations against him are just sick. Okay, so just for a little bit of context before we get into all this mess, Diddy started going after Misa when she was just 17 years old. At the time, Diddy was an A&R at Uptown Records, and Misa was working as a stylist for a lot of artists in the industry. But once he managed to get her pregnant, her career had to pause while he continued to get big in Hollywood. In fact, she and Diddy's relationship after giving birth to Justin, she and Diddy broke up right after she gave birth to Justin. At the time, Misa said she only left him because she wanted them to raise Justin in a committed relationship. But baby, Diddy wasn't on that kind of timing. He was a 24-year-old making millions, and the last thing he wanted was to be tied down. Freak-offs were the only thing on his mind.
Young youth. You know, we were very young. Our lives changed just like that, really quickly. And, you know, he wanted to experience life in a different way. He's a young guy. He's popping. You know, he's becoming famous and rich, you know, really quickly. And, you know, he wasn't ready to like settle down and get married, you know. And I think that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
I think any woman would want that, especially after having a child, and we were so close and everything. So I think it was just like the lifestyle.
But you see, it wasn't just the cheating and lack of commitment that made her leave. It was also the fact that he was allegedly putting his hands on her. A lot of people didn't even know about this until 50 Cent put it on blast in that new Netflix documentary he made about Diddy.
Sean's jealousy, it got to the point where he would put his hands on her right outside of Uptown Records. They're fighting in the street, and he's beating her into the car well. She's on the ground, and people are pulling him off of her and separating her. A year or two later, they're still together, and Justin is...
Not only that, but Misa's ex-boyfriend Eric Sermon also revealed how Diddy deliberately befriended him just to get Misa.
I thought it was a genuine friendship until I see that this game is being played. You got an agenda. Misa, he was trying to court her after we broke up.
Sean wants her because Eric was that dude. It was about, I got her, I won her over from him.
He had to have the girl. And Sean has a way about, when he gets you, he got you. He got you. And now you become property.
Me and Misa was just friends, but he wanted to make sure that there was no
Now thinking back, we should have known that Diddy did this to her as well. Because back when CNN leaked that CCTV footage of Diddy physically mistreating Cassie, Misa responded to it by hinting that she knew exactly what it felt like to go through what Cassie was going through in that footage. Up until this point, there had been speculations that Diddy put his hands on Misa, but this was the first time she was admitting it herself. I am heartbroken that Cassie must relive the horror of her and my heart goes out to her. I know exactly how she feels, and through my empathy, it has triggered my own trauma. These young people were raised by women who want the best for them. We put God and education first and have always been united in our mutual effort to support their dreams. Two of the youngest do not have their mother here, and it has been our duty to support them. Their father needs help, and I am praying that he truly does the personal work and receives. Now, the reason people brought all this mess up is that despite everything Misa went through with Diddy, she still thought it was a good idea to leave Justin to Diddy while she lived her best life in New York. I mean, yes, she was still involved in certain parts of his life, but Diddy was the one he was around the most, and now he's getting dragged down right along with him. In fact, as I speak, Justin is facing several SOV lawsuits himself, and it doesn't look like he'll be coming out of it anytime soon. A lot of people blame Misa for how he turned out because they feel that if he was with her as much as he was with Diddy, he wouldn't have turned out like this. The latest SOV lawsuit he was slapped with was filed by Jane Doe, alleging that he took advantage of her back in 2017. She claims Justin used Diddy's celebrity status to get her to come to LA, only to hold her against her will for an entire weekend, during which he, Christian, two other unidentified masked men repeatedly essayed her. She claims that Justin contacted her on Snapchat, promising a TV job if she came to see him in LA. After a while of them texting, he began asking her for explicit photos, which she sent because she trusted him. I mean, he is literally Diddy's son. Why wouldn't she trust him? He then flew her to LA for a weekend, and that's when the essay allegedly happened. Over the weekend, he provided alcohol, marijuana, which she believed was laced, and pills. 3 masked men then arrived, one of whom claims to be Diddy, because she overheard Justin calling him Pops. After an entire weekend of just getting slimed out by men she didn't give consent to, Justin drove her to the airport and threatened to release her private photos if she told anyone. Now, mind you, even before this, Justin had already been brought up in the SOV lawsuit Lil Rod filed. Lil Rod claims in that suit that he saw Diddy and Justin man and leaving him for dead. The incident allegedly happened at a recording studio in LA. Apparently, the incident went down during a heated argument in the studio bathroom involving Diddy, Justin, and Justin's friend identified as G. Were fired inside the bathroom, and he saw Diddy and Justin walk out while G was bleeding heavily from his torso on the floor. Lil Rod claims he helped G by applying pressure and calling an ambulance. Fortunately, G survived. Diddy then tried to cover it up by telling Lil Rod to tell the police it was a drive-by outside. Lil Rod provided photos of blood in the bathroom and claimed Diddy and Justin hid during the police response. Well, according to Jaguar Wright, the reason Justin did the things he did is that Diddy manipulated him into being what he is today. She also slammed Misa, claiming that she left him to Diddy even though she knew the kind of man he was and the sick things he was going to expose her son to.
For Misa to come forward and want to sue Gene Deal and like, it's all distraction. These are just more distractions to keep people up in arms with the bullshit, so nobody's paying attention to the fact that they are sanitizing this whole crime scene of a mess to let the industry off the hook and just blame it all on Diddy. Meanwhile,
on Justin Combs' involvement with these things. Do you feel like Justin was maybe being groomed? I mean, to be under that kind of tutelage from day one, do you see him as a victim as well? Like,
I don't know. You know, when it comes to the children, I try my hardest not to speak on them because I feel bad for them. I do. They all had parents, and parents made choices. You know, their parents made choices. I said was, rather than worrying about yourself, you should be worried about the way your son is being represented in public. That's what I said. Of all of the things that you're worried about, you're not worried about the way your son looks? Because he looks like mini-me for the devil. That's what I said. Where did I get anything wrong?
It's unclear just how much Misa knew about what Diddy had Justin doing, but baby, it's too late for her to save him now, even if she tried. In fact, Zeus Network recently announced that they had a Christian and Justin documentary on the way, and the documentary is supposed to be the opposite of everything the 50 Cent documentary on Netflix did. As usual, people had their own thoughts. Like this person who said, Jaguar Wright was the first to talk about all of these things. Years ago, people did assume that she was lying, but what she was saying has never changed. She's passionate about what she does. She was always pushing the truth when nobody else was. Yes, she really was the first. Kudos and much respect to her. Maybe people will open their eyes and ears now and actually listen to truth. Another person said, he's going to jail. Christian Combs and Sean Combs and now Justin Combs, all three will be in jail because Sean Combs' money is running out, and they've never made any money of their own. All Tony Busby have to do is check what's in this dude's account and make sure that the settlement is way above that and he ain't got no money. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about Jaguar Wright blaming Misa Hylton for how Justin turned out? And do you really think it's fair to blame Misa for Justin's behavior? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.